Hello gentlemen. So today I want to share a little story with you. So a couple of years ago I went on a hike by myself in the mountain, and I wanted to stay up in the mountain for, let's say, a couple of days. So I prepared this big backpack. It was a huge backpack, and I filled it up with everything I had in my house. Literally, it was full of unuseful stuff. Like I had so much stuff in it. It was just basically full. I had my hammock, I had my sleeping bag, sleeping pad, I had my forks and knives, and my I even brought with me plasters, and I had like cups and it was basically like books, and I had my Kindle. It was basically full of stuff. Okay, I had this huge backpack with me full of stuff. Okay, so I left and I started to walk and walk and walk and walk, and after 40 minutes hiking, I realized that I forgot water. So I stopped and I said, oh fuck me, like really man, I forgot water. So I was walking with this huge backpack in this path in the mountain by myself, and my backpack was literally full of everything, and everything was so unnecessary, and I forgot the most essential thing, and actually it was the only necessary thing that I had to bring with myself in order to survive, and that was water. And so I stopped and I said, nah, really man, because I had to go back and reach my car again, and then I had to go and find some water, and it was actually a mess, and a waste of time. And I stopped right there, and I said, you see, that's a metaphor for my life. That's the way I'm living my life. I have everything in it. I have literally everything, but I'm missing water. I have all the unnecessary things, I have all the superficial things, I have all the shiny objects, but I'm missing water. And what was water for me in that moment? It took me a while to realize, because I was really like looking for something more, for something deeper. And those superficial objects and shiny things that I had in my life, they were not enough to fulfill my desire. And so slowly I started to realize that I was looking for a connection with something more in my life, because my life was not enough for myself. It was not enough. And I know it's kind of difficult to talk about this stuff with young people, and I'm only 30 years old, but I realized that I actually lost God in the process. I totally lost God, and that water for me is God. You can call it God, you can call it consciousness, you can call it universe, you can call it as you like, but you know what I'm talking about. You know that thing, and if you're watching this video now, it's because you know what I'm talking about. And that thing that doesn't have a name, or actually it has so many names that we get lost in them. And yes, so I really started to develop another type of awareness towards my life, towards my lifestyle, that led me to a deeper like awareness of the fact that I need God in order to have a deep and meaningful life. Otherwise, everything I do just doesn't make any sense. I can do everything in my life, I can hit every goal and achieve stuff on a very material, three-dimensional level, let's say, but then I will still feel a deep hole inside my chest. And I felt that since I'm very young, since I'm a little kid, and I always thought how to fulfill that hole. And yes, it's not an easy question. Of course, it's a long path, and I'm just at the beginning of it, but I realized that it's the right path. It's the path that I want to walk on. It's the path that you just need water in order to survive, because that's what you need in order to survive. I need water. And that water for me is this universe, this connection with this thing that doesn't have a name, that is something more beyond our thoughts, beyond rationality, beyond all those things that are annoying us, and they're spinning in our minds, and all this dialogue, inner bullshit is just this ruminating and blah 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 blah. We want to solve every problem with rationality in our brain, and we just think that we can approach every area of life with this very rational, logical thinking, when actually it's not enough. It's not enough. We need something more. We need water, and that's just my experience, guys. And I did a bit of everything in my life. I traveled, I did drugs, I slept with girls, and I did some stuff. Let's say I spent some time in the Maya world, as the Buddhist would say, and I didn't find anything. I didn't find anything deep. And yes, that's it. I just wanted to share this with you today. Yeah, because I feel I'm young, and I feel that today's society has lost values, and we lost two big values. And I can see the difference. I'm 30 years old, and when I was in my when I was 10 years old, it was actually another planet. I was living in another planet. I couldn't even skip the church day with my family because it was such an important thing, and now nobody gives a fuck anymore. Like, oh, fuck that, yeah, it just doesn't matter, man. Nobody care about that, and I understand that there is actually a big difference between the church, like structure and system, and Jesus Christ and God itself, or whatever you want to call it, or it depends on your religion, on your preferences, it's fine. But what is important is that we lost this contact with this mystic and mysterious aspect of life. That's what's important, and that's what we lost. And I think we lost two big things, as I was saying just a second ago. So we lost families, the just ability to stand each other and to stay together and to make a family, so to create this small little space where we just stay together and we forgive ourselves and we go ahead, despite all the pain and all the suffering and all the mistakes, we forgive ourselves and we go ahead, and then we lost God. And those are two very big things. We lost everything. It's like I was talking with my grandma a couple of days ago, and she said, like, yeah, you lost families, you guys lost, and my grandma is 97, by the way. You lost two big aspects of life. You lost families and you lost Christianity or religion or God or whatever, It doesn't matter the label. So, and she said, it's like, because we were having food together and we were eating some eggs, some proteins. So then we had some carbs, some rice, and then we had some vegetables like broccoli. And she said, it's like I'm from this dish that is balanced, I'm taking away the eggs and the rice, and I just leave you the broccoli. You cannot, live a long life if you just eat broccoli. You just removed two aspects of life, again, is a metaphor, that are very important, essential, and crucial to have a fulfilling life. And I believe that. And yes, I can see something different in people that have a genuine connection with the divine, and they have a family. So yes, and those are two big things that we lost, guys. And yes, we lost them. They're not important anymore, and I'm so sad to see other guys that are my age or even younger. They just shit on all of that, like, oh no, man, it's just bullshit, man. 2,000 years of bullshit. Just forget about that. This is just bad conditioning for you. They just want to keep you slave, and they want to exploit you. Religion is bullshit, and yeah, family, they just don't work, man. It's just bullshit, man. It's just to keep society together. Yeah, fuck all of that, man. I don't know. I don't believe that. I believe there is something deeper, and for sure there are some aspects of them that we can talk about, but then I think those are very important aspects of the human experience, and if we take them away, it's like taking away the proteins and the carbs from a dish. We cannot have a meaningful life. It's not possible, at least in my opinion. That's what I see. And that's it, brothers. Just wanted to share this with you. And if you want to talk about this stuff, remember, I just wanted to tell you that I'm here living my normal life until the end of October. Because then I will leave and I will travel. I will go backpacking again in Asia. And so if you want to talk with me, we can do it for free. No money involved, just sharing, heart to heart, straight connection, no money involved, but only until the end of this month, because then I will be around. I don't know about Wi-Fi and stuff, and it's gonna be a little bit different. So, peace, brothers.